Welcome to Android tutorial. We were discussing about the SQLite, how to create the database and how to create a table, how to access the database. We are almost finished and accept the execution of in previous tutorial we almost finished and accept the execution of the program. Now the get string column is 1 in select statement. The 0 column is -id underscore id, and this here is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3. Now I am running it now. It's already run. This, see here, I got it here, it's already run. See, we got it the details now. We want to execute one more time. 5705 is something name, some name, and then 2000. Now the 5 is I am giving here. I am executing now. It should display 5705 SSSS 2000. See here, 5705 XSS07. See, when object is created, that database name will be passed to the SQLite open helper through superclass constructor. When we call get writable or get readable database, then only it creates the database which is already passed the name with the emp database name. Here, see here, the database is emp database name. It will create the database, and callback method it calls this create the database, and the database point SQLite database instance will be written here on that instance. That means we are creating the table here. This table create statement will be executed and table will be created. So, and it returns the get readable database. See here, get writable database. It returns the SQLite database instance through this. So we want to refer the database with the SQLite database instance always. This is the emp database, SQLite database instance. See here, this on create also, this passed SQLite database instance to here. So whenever we refer this object, the emp database will be pointed. So whenever we make a queries and make a insert, we use that instance, emp database instance. Here I want to insert an emp table values always through content values. This content values is simple. Put the values, first parameter is column name and corresponding value. We need to give it here. It will be inserted. Here we need to query here. This query is we can call exec statement also with the raw query. Here when you give a query, we need to give table name and select statement one by one. In select statement we give table name and the number of columns we need in the result table, and where clause what parameter, what the value for the fields in the where clause. Then this is having clause, this is group by clause, this is having clause, and this is order by. This is select statement. It returns the result table. The cursor will be pointed to the result table, and cursor is used to fetch the records from the result table. I am pointing to the moving first, so that it will point to the first record here, and if we want all records, we need to move it in, we need to code it in while move first, cursor move next. See, cursor is here, we need to code here, cursor move next, and fetch all the records till it gets null. Here only I have one record I am displaying, get string 1. Here cursor dot, I am accessing the result table column one by one. first column is 0 underscore id, that is Android system uses that. Next column I given as emp number. This order we need to give. Whatever the order we have given here, that order it will be 1 and 2 and 3. So I am giving as index. If we don't know the order, we can get by get column index, get column index, cursor dot get column index and give the column name here. You can give the column name here. So like that also you can give, and otherwise you can give just the sequence, and we get first column in select statement and second column and this column it is displayed. It's working perfectly. Next tutorial we are going to discuss about how to share this database to the other apps, how we can share through content provider. The content provider will allows us to share the private data of this app to the other app, that through content provider. We will discuss in next tutorial.